Alright, so what I'm doing here is a little feed ramp polishing, and actually this was black, as you can see, kind of similar to the color of the frame in the slide, and I polished the tip of it and of course polished down the top part right here, and I'm trying to get a mirror finish on the feed ramp, which is not too difficult, but you know, once you start messing with stuff you need to get it, you know, finished, because you can't do something half-assed and then leave it when it comes to a firearm, because it might not might not function properly. Can you stop that, please? But anyway, so just polishing that. I like to use the Flits polish. It works really good. I polished up my Glock barrel with it, my Glock 23, and polished up the slide release and the barrel like I've done this one to a mirror finish, just to change it up. You know, I got a bunch of different Glocks, and most of them, you know, I haven't touched any of them, but I did do that. Just shine it up. It looks kind of cool, you know. The Glock 23 that I did this to is my EDC. I carry it every day, so I wanted to change it up, you know, customize it a little without, you know, spending $179 on a new barrel, which I do have some Lone Wolf match barrels for some of my other guns, but anyways, this is a quick, easy way. Less than 20 bucks, you can considerably change the appearance of your firearm if you're into that. Now, you know, as far as tactical, you don't want anything shiny, you know, catching light, you know, a mirror finish or something like that, giving away your location. But you know what, it's just an EDC for me. I'm not doing any, you know, tactical situations that I wouldn't want my position given away, and I don't believe that I've altered it enough to make a difference anyways. So inside here also polishing up the feed ramp. Now I don't know how anybody else does it. Some people use a Dremel or the polishing tool. On some things I will take a really fine sandpaper or steel wool and hit over it, and that's what you have to do to get the actual coating off of, you know, these various parts if you want to shine them up and chrome them up this particular way. And then you go over and you polish the shit out of them, and it gets the scratches out, and it makes them look pretty nice and shiny. But I decided to do this because I noticed everybody was making the 1911 videos, because it's the 100-year anniversary of this fantastic creature known as the 1911. This is the only particular gun that I have right now that is just a stock gun. It's made by Rock Island Arms, and for the price you can't beat it. I have had Colts and Remingtons, and never Kimber. I think just Para Ordnance, Colt, Remington, as far as 1911s are concerned. And I think I'm missing something. Springfield, maybe? Yeah. I had a smaller officer model. It's a smaller one, 4.5-inch barrel, I think, for a little while. But out of all the different 1911s that I've had and shot over the years, I have to say this one is at par with the best. The trigger on these things, for anybody that's familiar with Rock Island, the trigger on these things is just unbelievable. Breaks like glass. It's really, you know, great trigger pull. I think that's what sold me. I was looking at I think we had a Kimber in for like $700. Kimber Ultra Carry 2 or something like that at my local FFL, and it was like $700 used, and I was looking, and I'm like, you know, I wanted to do a couple things, and the gun shop owner, he's like, well, look, he's like, if you're trying, I had a certain amount of money, I wanted to get a couple different things, but I really liked that gun, but I was really set on buying another 1911. And he pulled this one out, and for the price, I could buy this and another gun with the amount of money I had. So what sold me was the trigger pull, and you know, him saying, who's never steered me wrong before, me not being too familiar with this brand, I was like unsure, and he assured me that he had heard nothing but good things about it, and I took a chance, and I haven't been disappointed. Now, you know, don't get me wrong, I love Kimbers and Colts. I love the way they look. I love different, you know, customizations you can do to them, but you know, for somebody that at some point, if you want to buy a 1911 that you don't have a lot of money, and but you want something that's reliable, that's, you know, the craftsmanship is you know, on par with some of the best gun makers, manufacturers, then I would definitely say Rock Island is good for the price. Para Ordnance also. Yeah, the Para Ordnance felt a little, I'm not going to say anything bad about them because I did own one and I never had a problem with it, but it felt a little toy compared to this one in my hand, and that's something anybody that's held a 1911, that's the last thing you think of when you hold one of these guns. It's heavy, it's old school, it's steel. The last thing you want your 1911 to feel like is a toy, and it was kind of toy, a little rattly, a little just a little toy feeling, and but for the price, can't beat it. But I figured I'd put my 2 cents in. This is my Rock Island 1911, and I'm a Glock guy. I love Glock. I swear by them. Anybody that's spent any time around a Glock knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I would buy Glocks all day long. You know, 9mm, 40 caliber, 45, every different size, you know, every different model. You can only buy so many Glocks, and that's why I decided to go back into the realm of 1911s. Because I got away from it for a while and got strictly into my Glocks and to my rifles. But coming back, I remember why I love these guns so much, and I see why everybody else loves them. They're unbelievable. You get a 1911, a good 1911, and there's nothing in this world that can compare to that. The feeling of it, the shooting, just, it's unbelievable, unmatched. So, anyways, flits as far as polishing up your mirror finishes, and I guess even, you know, other finishes. I did on my Glock, and it seemed to shine it up a little bit, not like bright and shiny, just kind of get some of the funk off and revitalize the finish and all that. So it's pretty good stuff. And as far as polishing mirror finish, I'd probably need to hit this a little bit more with the really, really fine, ultra fine sandpaper to get it glass-like, you know, mirror chrome. But at this point, I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't want to alter it too much. Like I said, I was just screwing around with it, but thank you for your time, and we will assemble this gun like a shizzle, busy tizzle, champ. There's 1,000 different ways of doing this. I see some people doing this after the fact, but whatever. Yep. That usually gets in the way. I just did this son of a bitch all. Ass backwards. Make sure it goes back in the position, and voila.